See each player preparing for the game ahead, pushing out distractions and getting into the zone. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now we get a chance to check some stats for Derek White.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
So we'll look at our starters for Orlando. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs is out there with Anthony Black. And it's Bataze in at the 5 down low. And for the Celtics, White and Brown are the wingmen. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. All right, Richard, what's something we often see in the second game of a back-to-back?
A lot of times you see tired players, but that's part of it. Can you play through that fatigue? That's a big portion of being an NBA player.
Tatum, and not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. Here's Black. Wagner outside. Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Over Tatum. Rebound Boston. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. Coach and I talked about the development of Franz Wagner since entering this league, and he said he was someone we watched early on. Even though he didn't end up on our team, the way he's added to his game is incredible. It says a lot about the kind of work ethic that he has. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. So it's Boston now. Orlando making their last shot. White, the pass to Brown. Tatum, a screen on Wagner. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Brown. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Wagner. And Carroll with it. Picked up by Tatum. Black outside. Pass to Suggs. From outside the arc. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. The Celtics have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
They were totally in sync on that play. Targeted the pass beautifully.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. For Orlando, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Suggs surveys the D. He got a piece of it. Now here's Pritchard, coming off a terrific game against Brooklyn. Pass to Brown. Tatum, a screen on Suggs. Suggs against Brown. Over Suggs. Brown can't hit.
1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking.
And with Jaylen Brown on the wing, he feels like any given night he has the advantage in his matchup.
He's either too fast for the big guys or too strong for the small guys. That's the problem. He is a handful on both ends of the floor also.
Now here's Tatum. His last outing, we saw him score 22.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And Wagner gets it to go.
The slashing Wagner, so adept at carving his way inside.
Here's Pritchard, taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter.
Good. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
The Magic have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Black outside, and the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game. Black outside. Suggs outside. 6 on the shot clock. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
White with a screen on Suggs. Pritchard against Suggs. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. It's rebounded by Batase.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
White can't hit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Suggs with it. Now guarded by Brown. Good on the bucket.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for Boston. Trailing by 4. Their last encounter in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
They took the air out of the crowd again and again with big shots. They never let the fans become a factor.
Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
White for 3. The kick to Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. Well, when we talk about small forwards, these are the premier passers over the past 10 games. Franz Wagner is second.
They're smart, athletic players who move the ball well in any situation, transition, the half-court set. You can count on them to just make good decisions.
They give their teams an element that not every squad has. That kind of passing from the small forward spot allows an offense to be much more free-flowing.
The Celtics making a switch here. Simons checked in. Pass to Batase. Queta pulls it in.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Simons outside. To get back on track. Boom! He jams it straight down.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
What a sensational move captured from the connected cam. Sponsored by AT&T. And Orlando has possession. And here's Bane. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Wagner on the wing. From the arc. Boston pulls it in. And here's Brown for 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
Once a weakness in Brown's arsenal, now he's a legitimate threat to burn you from deep.
Suggs with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New York. Here's Batase, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. The Celtics making a switch here. Boucher's checked in. Jones, he's checked in for Orlando. So it's Boston now. It's a 3-point game. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, thanks. The Celtics this summer trading Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons, player almost a decade younger. But Simons' deep threat capability is definitely a fit for the way the Boston Celtics like to play, especially now moving forward. If he can fit in defensively, he could be a long-term contributor, guys.
He's more than capable. Okay, Shams, thank you. Pass to Batase. And here's Wagner, hounded by Tatum. And it's Wagner missing.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Simon's shot is good.
Boy, Simon's jump shot is pure from anywhere on the floor.
For Orlando, they've got 6 of 14 in so far. Outside Jones. Banchero against Boucher. Corner shot. Boston pulls it in. Brown's got 4 rebounds in the game. High post Boucher. There's Tatum with the 3. It's rebounded by Banchero.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Now here's Simons. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14 and a half a game.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Trailing by 2. To the middle. Here's Banchero. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Boston on offense. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Yes, it's good.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
Now Jones. No made baskets yet. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Banchero. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Orlando shooting their first foul shot of the night. Garza's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Tatum. And Banchero, no good on that one. Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the number is remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
Clock at 6. Simons passes to Brown. Off target from outside.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you, B.A.
Allie, thanks for the report. We've got 1:48 left in the opening quarter. Here's Simons. Three-pointer off the mark. Now here's Jones. Outside Bain. Back to Jones. Kicks it out to Wagner. Orlando moving the ball around. Bitadze drops in the 3. And now a 3-point Magic lead.
The fundamentals Wagner possesses are really impressive. Franz such a skilled and willing passer at his position.
Boston shooting 33% in the first quarter. Here's the pick. The drive by Simons. Inside. Shot blocked! And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Minot's checked in for Boston. So Orlando going with an almost entire new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Bitadze. Wagner comes in for Paolo Banchero. De Silva's checked in for Wagner. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Jones. Now here's Simons. And out of bounds. The Magic will take it. .56 seconds left in the first quarter. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
To the inside. Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Simons, a screen on Bain. White for three. It's hauled in by the Magic.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
The three. De Silva, no good. Celtics trail by 5. Here's the floater, and it's laid in by White.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
1 second left. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Orlando ahead. They're up by 3. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Magic.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. Mo Wagner is out there with Wendell Carter. And it's De Silva in at the small forward position. Here's Boucher, and finished off by Boucher.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. It's the second game of 3 on the road. Pass to Bain. Carter, a screen on White. Here's Bain. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Explosion to the rim. Bain not backing down.
Celtics trail by 3. Simons passes to Boucher. Here's White. Back to Boucher. Lets it go from deep. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. And Orlando shooting 46%. A decent average so far. Carter, a screen on Simons. Suggs, the pass to Carter. Sinks the tray. And now a 6-point Orlando lead.
Excellent job by Carter Jr. recognizing the situation and getting the shot off in a hurry.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Pritchard's checked in for Minot. And the Magic making a change here as well. Black's checked in. Here's Garza. Yet to see a basket. And he drops it in from the low post.
Nice execution on the inbound. Just how you want to draw it up.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And here's Suggs. Outside Bain. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Boucher's got 4 rebounds now. Outside White. Deflected. Here's Bain. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bain is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bain is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
Pritchard is just a few years into Desmond Bane's career, but he's historically good shooting threes.
I mean, B.A., he is over 40% for his career. In the top 25 all-time of three-point percentage, and that is on a major volume.
Orlando leading by 7. Here's Suggs. Good work defensively by White. The Celtics have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Pritchard finds White. Tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. Here's a look at what's coming up for Boston. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And you know, for that matchup with the Knicks, no question they'll be amped for that one, eager to prove themselves against a tough opponent.
Minot's checked in for Garza. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. 5 to shoot. White for 3. Good work defensively by Black.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Back to Suggs. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Chris Boucher.
You can't be overzealous guarding Suggs, because that's when you risk fouling him.
These are his first free throws of the game. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
The Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in. You know, for a team that's had deep playoff runs almost every year recently, the Celtics fell short last season, RJ.
Well, injuries and other factors played into that, but there's so much parity in the NBA right now. There is no team invincible come playoff time. The mid-range is not an issue for Brown, and it's just another weapon in his arsenal now.
Pass to Carter. White with a steal. And here's Pritchard. Outside, Brown. High post Boucher. Puts up a 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Brown doesn't hold the ball. He moves it quick. This is about team scoring, not himself.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And while we have a moment, a look at the league leaders in fast break points over the last 10 games. The Magic, 4th.
Over the last few weeks, they've been high-flying, getting up and down the court with conviction.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. Outside Bane. Wagner with a screen on White. White against Bane. 6 to shoot. Wagner for 3. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Brown's got 5 rebounds in the game. Minot can't get it to go. Magic leading by 4. Bane with it. He's got 5. That shot is off. Boucher outside. Back to Pritchard. White with a screen on Suggs. Pritchard, the pass to Boucher. Play clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. Fires it from 18. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Orlando's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Suggs. Over Boucher. Suggs with the bucket. Suggs has got 6.
They're too easy. I mean, for Suggs, he makes that in his sleep.
Here's Minot. No points so far. Boucher on the screen. And here's Brown for 3. Oh, Jaylen Brown from extended range.
pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Payne, the pass to Suggs. Now Carter, 5 points in the game. Now here's Pritchard. And he lobs it up to the rim. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Orlando. Franz Wagner comes in for Bain. Here's Suggs. He has 6. Pass to Banchero. Here's Wagner, defended by Brown. High arcing shot, and it's Wagner missing. Boston on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Pritchard from outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. Taking a look at Boston, currently 7th in the conference, hoping to string together some more wins. And of course, the Magic down a few spots.
And right now for the Magic, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
And the clock is ticking for them to make that push. It's looking like they'll be fighting for a spot in the play-in.
Now here's Brown. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Brooklyn. Clock at 4. And it's Simons missing. Orlando trailing here. Black passes to Suggs. Banchero outside. Here's Black. That's in. Coming off an assist from Banchero. Black's got 5.
I guess that defense thought they could live with that, and he punished them for thinking so.
Boston's got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. On the wing, Tatum. Outside, Brown. Again, the miss by Boston. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for Orlando. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Suggs. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And how about the leaping ability of Suggs? Getting off the floor with such ease.
Celtics trail by 3. Outside Pritchard. And here's Tatum. He's got 5. Oh, look at Tatum going to work inside.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Boston making a switch here. Minot's checked in. The Magic have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Down low. Pass to Banchero. Pritchard with it. Now guarded by Suggs. There's Simons with a 3. And in 7 attempts, he's drained 3.
They're shooting the 3 extremely well this quarter. Be fun to see if they can keep it up.
Orlando's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. And Carroll outside. A rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Well, Richard, some stars are the system, but Jason Tatum is often admired as a selfless system player.
Yeah, Jason enjoys being a piece of the greater puzzle. He doesn't have to have everything run through him, and I know that makes his teammates happy.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. The Magic are coming together. Paolo Banchero said, "This is a special group. We have something that you don't always see in professional sports. Guys really have each other's backs and look after one another. Not only are we close, but we're really talented and versatile as a team." Back over to you guys.
An exciting young team. Allie, thank you. To the wing on the left. Brown with the steal. And Goga Batadze picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Pritchard's checked in for Minot. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now. And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Magic trail by 7. Suggs with it. Give him 8 points now. Batadze a screen on Tatum. Banchero using his size. Banchero gets by inside.
Yeah, look at Banchero opting for the soft finish. Great to see him be so versatile with his offense.
Boston has gone 4 of 7 from 3 during the second quarter. He gets it in there. Cater's got 4 points this quarter.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
1:57 left in the second quarter. Wagner looking it over. Pass to Batadze. Now here's Suggs. Here's the 3. Nails it from 3. Suggs has got 11.
He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice. But he's gotten back on track here in the second.
On the wing, Tatum. There's 1:26 left in the first half. Clock at 6. Orlando with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. It should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
.102 left to play in the second quarter. Outside Pritchard. White with a screen on Suggs. Pass to Tatum. This one for 3. JT for 3.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Wagner, the pass to Black. Here's Banchero. 17 points for him last game against New York.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
Now here's Brown. Leading by 5. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. .19 seconds left to play in the first half. Now Banchero. Give him 8 points now. Suggs outside. Pass to Black. The 3. No luck on that one. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Celtics out in front, up 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
checking out the Celtics, they've looked okay early on, but it's going to take a lot of work to get this team to the next tier. Plenty of competition ahead of them and not much room for error.
And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the Magic.
They found an advantage in the painted area, and they're exploiting it. I just say keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, please don't fix it.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown are the wingmen, and it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And Boston pushing it up now. And White finishes off the break. Well done.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Magic. 7-point differential. Bataze a screen on Tatum. Here's Banchero driving to the basket. Hauled in by Brown. Boston's gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Orlando shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Suggs, the pass to Bataze. Wagner for 3. Hits a three-pointer. Wagner's got 7 points.
Yeah, and when Wagner is hitting from deep, the floor opens up for everyone else. Nice triple.
About a minute played here in the second half. Pritchard against Suggs. Kick out to Brown. Takes a 3. Ooh, Brown with the answer back.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Magic trail by 7. Now here's Suggs. 11 points in the game. Black outside. Suggs with it. Pritchard picks him up. Suggs with the bucket. 13 points in the game.
Yeah, once Suggs gets hot, he's not easy to stop, especially when he's getting whatever shot he wants.
So it's Boston now. They host the Pistons after this one. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. Brown passes to Tatum. Outside White. Misses the 3. The Magic have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Suggs. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Boston leading by 3. White for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Bataze's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And despite a struggle scoring the ball, they've done enough to build this lead. On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pritchard surviving the D. The kick out to White. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Bataze. Bataze's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Oh, got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. The 2K leaderboard shining a light on the league's best three-point shooting teams of late. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
Number 1, you have to have good shooters. Number 2, you have to take good shots. This team is both talented and disciplined.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Black passes to Wagner. Here's Suggs. Blocked! Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Six on the shot clock. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Pass to White. Outside, Brown. The three is up. And White, the bucket on the assist by Brown. Brown's got his third assist of the night.
Didn't get a three in the first half, but now he's on the board with his first triple of the game.
Now here's Banchero. He's got 10. Orlando moving the ball around. Wagner for three. Orlando again missing. Celtics lead by 5. To the paint. Here's Brown. Another shot. Queta gets the bucket. Queta's got 8.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Brown against Wagner. Pass to Banchero. Here's Black. Fires from deep. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist. Banchero's got his third assist of the night.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Now here's Brown. He's got 13.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
And Banchero gets it to go.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
So it's Boston now. The lead is 2. The kick out to White. The three is up. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And so Wagner will bring it up for the Magic. Pass to Bataze. Now Banchero, just 5 to shoot. Got a piece of it. White with a steal. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Banchero.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Inside. Kicks it out to Wagner. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Brown's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Tatum finds Pritchard. Now here's White. He's covered by Suggs. Tries the spin move. White coming through.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Magic trail by 7. Bataze, a screen on Pritchard. Suggs, the pass to Bataze. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now here's Pritchard. Black defending. Outside Pritchard. Pass to Queta. Shot clock at 6. Now Tatum. He's covered by Suggs. And Tatum is good for 3. And now it's a 10-point Celtic lead.
We see this from Tatum often, and it never gets old. Just scoring at will.
You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal. And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
Here's Keita. Give him 8 points now. White can't hit. And here's Suggs. Banchero outside. Batase with a screen. Banchero no good. Celtics lead by 8. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Great D that time from Suggs. The Magic have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. And Banchero with a bucket on the assist by Bane. Bane's got 3 assists tonight.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Now here's Tatum. 13 points in the game. Wagner with it. That one goes in. Now just a 4-point Boston lead.
Yeah, Wagner's showing he has the strength to beat contact.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Now here's Simons. He has 7. 4-3. The shot no good. Great D that time from Suggs. From downtown. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got rebound number 7 tonight.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Stop the drought, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
It's crazy. He's growing taller. He's adding more muscle. Tatum just becomes harder to defend in there.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And so Tatum nails both of them. And Orlando has possession. Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. Shoots over Tatum. Tatum with the block.
You can't throw that weak stuff up around Tatum because he will put it right back in your face.
Brown passes to White. Great D that time from Bane. Magic trail by 6. On the wing, Bane. The 3 ball. They get the rebound. Batase. And Batase throws it down.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And Boston with some changes. Boucher's checked in for Keita, and Minot subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Then for Orlando, Carter, he's checked in for Batase, and Wagner subbed in for Franz Wagner. Here's Minot. He's got 5. Nice ball movement by Boston. On the wing, Tatum, defended by Wagner. Pass to Boucher. Shot clock at 5. Here's White. Rebound by the Magic.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
From the line. And Banchero with a bucket on the assist from Suggs. Now just a 2-point Boston lead. Boston shooting 35% in the third quarter. Down low. Here's Boucher. Can't hit from in close.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
And let's have a look at the leaderboard to see which point guards have been outperforming their peers in the steals category the last 10 games. Jalen Suggs is second.
Yeah, he's a pest. He gets under your skin. I mean, all these players have the combination of quickness and intelligence you want in a point guard.
Yeah, it's just not their quickness or their hands that have them at the top of the list. It's their defensive instincts that set them apart.
Garza's checked in for Boston. Simons against Suggs. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. And the Celtics lead by 3.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Banchero the screen. Pass to Wagner. And stolen by Boucher. And they're on the break. Here's Minot. Out to Simons. Boucher outside. Beyond the arc. Hits the trifecta. Boucher's got 8.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Orlando with the ball. Following the 3 by Boston. The 3 from Suggs. Counted from distance.
After sinking 1 triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
Boston leading by 3. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Suggs against Simons. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. That shot off. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Celtics out in front, up by 3. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Magic, Desmond Bane is out there with Anthony Black. Then it's Wendell Carter. Then there's Wagner. And it's Wagner in at the 3. Here's Black. Following the 3 by Boston. Outside Bane. Back to Black. From behind the arc. Boston pulls it in. Boucher's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Franz Wagner.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And the second free throw is good. Orlando with the ball. Outside Bane. Wagner in the high post. Brown's there. And it's Wagner missing. Boston leading by 7. Brown passes to Simons. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got his 4th assist with that last one. Brown against Wagner. Outside Bain. Carter, a screen on Pritchard. The three from Bain. They grab their own miss. Wagner outside. Will it go? Drains the triple.
He had a forgettable start to this game, but he's really starting to come alive now.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Now here's Simons. Black defending. Simons' shot is good.
He's just showing off tonight. Simons, an explosive scorer with great energy.
The drive by Bain. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. That's on Anthony Simons. The free throw drops for Bain. And Bain drops them both.
Well, when you send him to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
Brown against Wagner. Spins. Brown finds Pritchard. Here's Boucher for three. Knocks down the triple. And the Celtics lead by 10.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Brown against Wagner. Black outside. On the wing, Bain. Back to Black. 6 on the shot clock. Orlando again missing.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
Pritchard against Bain. Right side, Brown. Over Wagner. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Magic trail by 10. Black with it. Now guarded by Simons. Black passes to Wagner. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Out to Simons. From outside the arc. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Wagner. And Boucher with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher. Cadis checked in for Boston. And a change for the Magic. Bataze's checked in for Carter. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Minot's checked in for Boucher. Now here's Wagner. Wagner outside. Pass to Wagner. Bain surveying the D. And he gets the jumper to drop.
The second Bain touches that ball, he wants to shoot.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Here's Queta. Outside Pritchard. Clock at 6. The 3 is up. And it's Simons missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Bataze. And Bataze throws it down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Brown, following the bucket by the Magic. And here's Simons outside.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
Here's Black. He drops it from range. And it's now only a 5-point Boston lead.
And the defense is looking almost lost on the perimeter. That opens up a quality three-point shot, and he delivers.
Big 3 right there, especially at this point in the game.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Tatum, he's checked in for Minot, and it's White in for Brown. Then for Orlando, Banchero's checked in for Wagner, and it's Jalen Suggs in for Wagner. Now here's Tatum. Right wing, Pritchard from outside. Offensive rebound, and he comes up with a bucket.
They have hit the boards hard this half. Those second chance points are mounting up.
Here's Suggs. Black outside. To the middle. Cuts off the pass. Here we go, one-on-one. White, the pass to Tatum. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
Brushing off the contact. Look, the dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
And Carroll with a screen on Pritchard. Kicks it out to Bain. Here's the three. On target from range.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Celtics lead by 6. Right side Pritchard. White with a screen on Suggs. Pass to Tatum. Puts up a three. Tatum with the three-point answer.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
The Magic have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. And Carroll passes to Batadze. The three from Suggs. Queta pulls it in. Boston has gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the fourth. And Carroll against White. Back to Tatum. Pass to Simons. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Bain. Magic trail by 9. And Carroll outside. Batadze with a screen. And Carroll against Tatum. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. Black, no good. The Celtics have gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the fourth. Simon's shot is good.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Here's Suggs. Got it. Suggs has got 21.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Boston making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle, and Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Pritchard. Fires at the elbow. Orlando with the rebound. Wagner's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And it's Black penetrating. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 9 rebounds now. And the call will be against Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul.
That's his only turnover on the night. His ball security has been terrific.
Here's Suggs. Pass to Batadze. Banchero surveys. Shoots over Tatum, and Banchero gets it to go. Banchero's got 12 points in just the second half.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
Here's a pass to Tatum. Five on the clock. Brown on the wing, and stolen by Banchero. Batadze down low. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
In a game this tight and this late, that level of defense is money.
And how about the finish there? The rise up for the slam. That might put this game out of reach.
This is how you completely steal the momentum. It's clear who is in control of the game right now.
So it's Boston now. Orlando making their last shot. White. Oh, he can't get the layup.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Suggs against White. Here's Banchero. Oh, he missed the jumper. Boston leading by 5. Here's the pass to Brown. Takes a 3. Brown, the corner triple.
So comfortable in that corner, you better get out to Brown. If you don't, he's going to be sinking these all night.
And the Magic shooting around 42% as we continue play in the fourth quarter. Now Wagner. Brown with the steal. Here's Kata. And yes, sir! In stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's Wagner. Puts up the tray. The triple drop.
Stretching the defense out a little bit. Wagner knocking it down.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Pritchard outside. Here's White. Fires the 3. Can't get it to go.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for Boston. They held a 12-point lead earlier.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
So it's Orlando now. They trail by 9. Jalen Suggs. The 3 is off. And the foul called on Anthony Black. That's his first foul of the game. Pritchard outside. Oh, no good on the layup.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
And he commits the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And the Magic call time here. They're down by 7. Your thoughts, guys?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
Suggs! Oh, the long ball, no good! And there's the call on Banchero. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so both free throws good, and it's a 9-point game here.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game up.
So we see Boston get the win here. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce, who is now with our player of the game.
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue to improve to reach your potential?
We got to watch film. I mean, we did a lot of good things today. A lot of things we could have done better. And we just got to be focused, composed, play with a lot of poise, and we'll be fine.
Poise normally comes with experience, but because you're so young, you're finding it early. Congrats.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Jason Tatum.